and welcome to another lawnfawn video. Today we're introducing our brand new sets, Simply Celebrate and its coordinating dies, and also Simply Sentiments too. What I love about these two sets is they're great on their own, but they work even better together. The lengths of those little lines of images are really similar to the lengths of these sentiments, so they're really great for quick and easy cards. First up, we have Simply Celebrate, and we have this really gorgeous row of candles. Then we have all of these cute little birds, a row of flowers, a row of stars, a really pretty flower with some kind of viney leaves, a row of balloons, a great sentiment that says, "Let's celebrate." And then we also have little smiley faces that fit inside those balloons and stars. So we have two different styles of these smiley faces. We have one with little eyelashes and then more of a classic smiley face look. Here is Simply Sentiments. So we have just saying hello, you are so awesome, happy birthday, congratulations, so happy for you. We have from all of us that you can add to some of these phrases. We have just for you, thinking of you, miss you, I'm sorry, sending hugs, feel better, thank you so much, and then some cute little icons. We have this great heart, a little smiley face, a flower, and a little sparkle. We also have a hashtag which you could add to any of these phrases, so you can add that right in front. And then we've got these cute little kind of squiggly lines that can decorate either side of the sentiment, and we've got these little swirly lines for the same idea. I'm using my Copic markers to add some color to these images, and I'm trying to keep it really simple with just 2 colors per each little candle or each bird, etc. Today I'm trying to make some quick and easy cards. I love making interactive complicated cards, but sometimes you need to make a lot of one card, like a lot of thank you cards, or sometimes you just don't have as much time and you'd like to get a birthday card ready for somebody. So that's what I love these sets for, is making these quick and easy cards, but they're really, really cute. So to keep them quick and easy, I am keeping my coloring really simple. So just one dark marker, one light, and I blend that light from the dark, and that's it. The reason I'm sticking to this fun rainbow color palette, other than the fact that just rainbow is awesome, is that I want all of these cards to be able to use my really rainbow 6x6 pad. So I'm going to have my one 6x6 pad out and just a couple of dies, and we're going to make a lot of fun and cute cards. And oh my gosh, I love those stars so much. I think they're just so cute. Now next up for the flowers, I am going to change it up a little bit and kind of stick to some pinks and purples for these guys. And I love this flower because it's just a beautiful little thing, right, with a sentiment. It's so easy, so quick, and just really, really gorgeous. Last but not least, we have the balloons, which may be some of my favorites. I love them so much. And once again, I'm repeating this fun rainbowy color palette since I already had all of those markers out. It was quick and easy to do. I'm adding some smiley faces to the stars, and then I'm going to use my white gel pen to add some cute little shine marks to make those stars look even more three-dimensional. I'm also going to add some shine marks to the balloons as well in the lighter area of the balloons so that it looks like those balloons are 3D. And just that quick little white gel pen detail really adds a lot and makes these images even more special. I'm also going to add some little dots to the center of the flower. These are the coordinating dies, which you can bend apart at the tabs or use your wire snips to separate. You can take these dies and line them up with your stamped images, hold it in place with your low-tack tape, run it through your die cut machine, and you're going to get these really awesome die cut images. I love seeing all of these rainbow images all lined up in a row. Oh my gosh, it's like pure happiness in a bunch of die cuts. So next up, we're going to work on some quick and easy cards. And like we were talking about, we're going to take out our really rainbow paper, which is just such happy paper. And so I'm going to start out with this cute little kind of crayon stripe is what I like to call this one. And I am just going to cut that down to be a standard size card at 5.5 by 4.25. I'm using a zigzag rectangle die to cut some black cardstock and then a dotted rectangle for some white cardstock. I'm going to stamp "Thank you so much" on there. And then I'm going to layer that white cardstock piece onto the black cardstock piece. And I love the look of the black on the rainbow. I'm adding some foam dots to my cute little row of birds, and I can just lay that right on top. And then add some more foam dots to that whole panel and lay that on top of my card. I'll create a standard size card base and layer everything together. An even quicker way to make this card would have been to stamp the birds and the thank you so much together and not even do the die cutting. You could just color directly on that white panel. So if you needed to make them even quicker, that would be a fun way to make a bunch of these. Here I wanted to show you a similar card with a different sentiment and the 12 by 12 paper. So you could change up the sentiments, change up your paper, and get some really, really cute looks that way. I'm going to take this same idea and start working with some of the different papers in the Really Rainbow pack. So I'm kind of looking through and finding my favorite ones, and I love this one so much. So I'm going to grab that one out, and then I'm also going to grab this little striped one too. So that I think they're just really fun. I'll trim those down again to 5.5 by 4.25. And when it comes to that rainbow paper, I'm actually going to be careful with where I'm cutting to make sure I get red all the way to purple because I want the whole rainbow showing on my card. Then I've created some standard size card bases and I can layer my pattern paper right on top. I've die cut some zigzag rectangles and also some dotted rectangles to layer on top, and I'm going to stamp my sentiments on here. So I'm going to do a happy birthday one, and then I'm also going to do a let's celebrate, which is the sentiment that's actually in the Simply Celebrate stamp set. And then once again, I'll layer these two pieces onto my black zigzag cardstock piece. Once I have those on there, I'm going to add some foam tape to my candle and balloon images. And oh my gosh, the candles. Oh, I love it's just so cute. And the balloons are so cute too. So I'm going to layer those on top and then add some foam tape again and layer that on top of each one. And I just think these are so cute and they would really make someone smile, but they didn't take me very long to make because I used the same ideas and the same dyes and markers that I already had out. So next up, I'm going to change it up a little bit and use a sentiment from a different stamp set with some of the images from Simply Celebrate. So I'm die cutting that rainbow stripe paper again with a stitched rectangle, and I'm lining it up in all the colors that I want to show. And you'll see that those colors are going to coordinate with my stars there. Then I'm going to die cut a white rectangle from the same size rectangle die, and then die cut a little puffy cloud border from that. And I'm recreating a gorgeous card by Audrey today, so thank you so much, Audrey. Now here I'm taking out an older set that I love so much, and it's My Lucky Charm, and I'm going to use the You're My Lucky Charm sentiment from there, and I'm going to stamp that in some black ink onto that little cloud piece. I'm going to layer my stars on top, and once I think they're in a position that looks good, I'm going to make a little mark with my pencil so that I know where to trim this cardstock down to. So I'll trim that off and then add a little glue line to the top, and I can layer my stars right over that. And I think it's such a cute look with the star and then that little cloud below. I'll add some foam tape to the whole thing and then layer that onto my pattern paper. From here, I'm going to take my little sequins here and kind of just put them all over, see what looks good, kind of decide on my placement. And once I've got everything down, I'm going to add just a little bit of glue with my glue tube and then put that in place. And I like using my little pokey tool thing here to kind of help me guide them into the right place right over that glue. I'm creating a card base that just has a little 1/8 inch border around that stitched rectangle. And then this card is all done and just super cute. For the next card, we're going to be subbing in some die cut letters to finish a sentiment, which is something that Elise does often and I think is so cute. So I've die cut a white stitched rectangle there, and I've also found some paper out of my Gotta Have gingham paper. I'm going to use the really pretty light blue color, and then I'm going to cut that down to 4.25 inch square to be a nice little mat for my stitched rectangle. I'm also creating a card base of the same size. Then I'll layer my pretty little gingham there right on top. I just think it's so soft and so pretty. And then I wanted to create kind of a custom look for my letters. It was kind of a gradient look. So I've taken my markers here and I'm just going to blend them out from a darker blue to a lighter blue. I started with B02 and ended with one of those like B00000 markers. Then I'm going to line up my Louie's ABC's letters and die cut the word U. Next, I'm going to stamp the words thinking of, but I'm going to leave off the word you since we're going to be replacing that with those die cut letters that we just did. Then I can take that whole piece and layer it onto my card base. You'll see that I colored a second flower, and that's one of the things I love about these flowers is you can kind of have them in one direction and then flip the other one in the other, and it kind of looks like it's framing the words, which is so pretty. Then I'm just adding a little liquid glue to the back of my letters, and I'm going to layer those right onto my card. And I think they're looking so pretty. I love those blue letters with the pretty blue gingham in the background. It's just soft and really sweet. So the last thing that we're going to do is combining Simply Celebrate and Simply Sentiments with another stamp set, and in this case we're going to use Happy Village. So I'm going to cut down some 12 by 12 really rainbow paper again because I was in a rainbow mood, and I'm also going to create a card base that's 5.5 by 4.25 and layer that pretty pattern paper on top. Here I have a 2.5 inch by 5.5 inch piece of white cardstock, and then a 3/4 inch by 5.5 piece of Watercolor Wishes paper in that pretty green. I'm going to stamp the Just Saying Hello from Simply Sentiments, and then layer that right onto my rainbow panel. Now those flowers that we colored earlier, I'm going to actually cut them right in half to make them appear as if they're a longer set of flowers. Then I've colored my little Happy Village houses in rainbow order, so I'm going to layer those on top of each other. So I added a little tape to the back of the pink house, and I'm layering it on top, and then layering the purple one on top. And that's making it look like it was always one really long row of houses. I'm going to layer some little green trees in the background to help set the scene. And then I can layer my flowers behind the houses as well to create one long continuous look. So here you can see that the purple house is going to go into those purple flowers, and the same as the pink house going into the red flowers. And I just love the continuation of the rainbow. I'm going to add some foam squares to the back of this whole panel and layer that right on top of that little grass piece that we created earlier. I've got a fun little sun and clouds, and then I'm going to stamp the little birds from the set just to kind of fill in some of that white space, and I think it's just a really, really cute look. And that's it, and I even made a second one because this card just makes me smile, so I can't wait to send it to more people. Now here is a look at all 6 cards that we created today. And I love that from 2 sets, we can get so many different looks, but they're so happy, so fun, a little bit easier to create than some of the other crazy cards I normally do, but I know they would make someone smile. We have some gorgeous inspiration from the design team, and I love how Anna added the little Easter party flower girl in with the row of flowers. This card by Jen is so fun. I love how she stamped letters in the balloons. It's such a cute way to do a sentiment. Here's the card by Audrey that inspired me to make mine today. It's just so sweet. And then we have a gorgeous and awesome card by Jess that I just love. Those little black dots that she put on there, and that rainbow look is so pretty. I love that this set works really well for little journaling and layouts too, and I love this one by Melissa. We have a super cute card by Lizzie. I love the purple look and the quilted background in the backdrop. It's just so pretty. Yanea made this amazing shaker. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. And then Shari turned the stars on their side and added some watercolor areas. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to make a card just like this. Here's the card by Elise that inspired me to make mine today. And then we have a gorgeous rainbow creation by Lynette, and I just love those smiling balloons. We have a super cute card by Kristen where she layered Easter party and then the sentiments, and I just love how they work so nicely together, and these are just really great for spring and Easter cards. And I love how Letitia added our little alien with the sentiment from Simply Sentiments. It's just so cute. So I cannot wait to see what you guys create with these 2 sets, so make sure to share them with us. Thank you so much for watching today, and have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!